For context, we're not even in Japan yet. This is Hong Kong airport, and I'm already thinking about spending all my money. It's crazy, crazy. Right, it's been over 24 hours since I breathed fresh air. I'm in Tokyo. Right, next stop on what has been about a 28-hour day already. A train to the hotel. Let's do it. Right, I think I'm one train away. Planes, trains and automobiles, this is my third train, but I think this is the last leg before I get to my hotel and I can finally get these bags down and yeah, get out there and see what Tokyo's got to offer. Welcome to my humble abode for the next 10 days. It's so surreal. This is bucket list for me. I'm in Japan, I'm in Tokyo, and this is something I've wanted to do for as long as I can remember. It seems so mad to actually be here. So yesterday was a crazy day of traveling. You lose more than a day. And it was well over a 30-hour day, of which I managed about 2.5 hours sleep. It all went smoothly, but obviously, as you can imagine, a very long, very tiring day. So what happened last night when I got here and I checked in, so I'm in Kameido, I had to go and check out Akihabara. So Akihabara is the toy and game hunting capital of the world, hands down, no doubt. And as much as you think you're prepared for it by watching YouTube videos and stuff, until you see it for yourself, I was just walking around with my mouth wide open. I didn't really film, although that was the plan. Because as I say, I'd had no sleep, I just had to go and check it out. This was the Mecca, I had to go and see it. So I went, I saw it. Inevitably I got my camera out a few times because there's so many things you have to see. It's like a content creator's dream, right? Everywhere you look, there's just a million things you want to go and explore and film. ended up buying something which was like grail status. Like I can't have even imagined getting such a thing so early on in the trip. It was like top of my list of things I wanted to find whilst I was here, but we'll get into all that later on down the line. And of course, more than once we'll be going back to Akihabara. It's 10 minutes away. We're going to be seeing a lot of Akihabara on these videos over the next few weeks, so do not worry. So my location is brilliant. As I say, I'm in Komedo. I've got like a 7-Eleven and a Lawson's right across the road. They're like corner shops on steroids. It's unbelievable the amount of stuff that they've got in these shops. All nice, fresh food as well. I've got like a book off or a hard off, one of the two, literally 2 minutes away, which is dangerous. So that's the equivalent of CEX. There's one just around the corner, which is mad, from my hotel. And the plan today is to hit up, what's it called? I can't remember. There's a lot of Japanese districts and stuff I'm gonna have to remember over the next few days. But it's basically the sort of like fashion and trainer district. So that's where we're gonna go and head now. Very, very excited, of course. But the thing is, in Tokyo, there's toys and games and amazing stuff to see everywhere you go. So yeah, that's today's plan. And then, yeah, let's go and see what adventures we can get into in Tokyo. So surreal, so surreal. Okay, so just to give you guys an idea, as I come out of my hotel, this is the Lawson's I was talking about. So yeah, let's go and find some breakfast. First things first, right? Never make any decisions on an empty stomach. Right, I want some protein. I don't know what flavour they are. Everything's so cheap, look. So cheap. It's like a decent start to the day, that. What else we got here? Coffee. Alright, so I don't really know what I've bought, but I'm going to sit down and give it a try. Let's dig in. Right, I found somewhere to sit. In Japan, you're not supposed to eat and walk, so I'm trying to do the right things here. So I've got chicken and vegetable, I don't know, some sort of rice triangular thing, bit of protein, chocolate flavour. Google Translate is your friend while you're here. And I bought a meat bao bun. I don't know what meat, but look at that. So that's hot, so I'll give that a minute. Let's do a little taste test. All right, so we're gonna get into this. Now, I'm not normally a big fan of cold food, but wow. That is unreal. I genuinely didn't know what to expect with that. That is amazing. Unreal. So anyway, everything costs 600 yen, which is like nothing. I'll put it on screen now. That's phenomenal. Right, let's try this bao bun. Never had a bao bun before. Always wanted to try one. Again, quite ambiguous, just meat flavour. I don't know what meat that is. Smells like pork, maybe. Oh my God. This is like corner shop stuff. It's nicer than any food I've had at home, in a restaurant. Honestly, I can't go over that food. So protein shake, the two things that you've just seen, it was about, what was it, 600, it's about £3, less than £3. Unbelievable. So yeah, it's Harajuku. I've just double checked the name of the place that we're going to today. So that's the fashion district. And yeah, today's probably going to be an expensive one for sure. What are you doing here, brother? Yes! Fancy seeing you here.
What are you on with today?
Theo Kane, Slamhouse TV. I was thinking about going to Harajuku.
That's where I'm going today.
Is it?
Yeah.
You say it then.
You son of a bitch. Let's do this!
Let's do this! Right, we'll do book off later. A lot of places are 10 o'clock, so we jump the gun a bit, but yeah, let's jump on the train. As you can see, we've made it to Harajuku. Now, this is very much a tourist destination. There's a lot of the standard things to do in Japan that are based here, one of which is, of course, visiting the many gachapon stations that are dotted throughout. So if you don't know, gachapon machines are everywhere in Japan and Tokyo. And they're basically just like coin toy machines you get at home. You put a coin in, you spin the dial, and you get a ball containing some sort of gift or toy. I'll be honest, I was slightly underwhelmed by them. I thought there'd be a few gachapon that had piqued my interest, that I'd be trying to get the full set of during my time here. But thus far, none of them have really pulled me in. But as you're about to see, this area got very busy very quickly. Now, unbeknown to myself and Theo, there was actually like a national holiday, like Japan National Pride Day, I think it was, or something like that. So yeah, before long, the streets were filled, but we managed to negotiate our way through the traffic and hit up some of our favourite clothing and trainer shops in the area. Perfect for my Nikes, look.
Solid, you're right in your garden. Imagine that in Ghetto gym.
And with that warning, it was time to get something to eat. And I think it's about time I ate something that wasn't a 7-Eleven or a Lawson's. And I'll be honest, ever since I got off the airplane, I've been thinking about a ramen, and this did not disappoint. So like I say, that was like the fashion district. I enjoyed looking at the trainers and stuff, and I enjoyed my ramen, but I didn't actually buy anything. And my heart and my head were thinking about video games and toys. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go and hit up a different district. But in the meantime, I'm going to go and check out the book off, which is local to me, that was shut this morning. I can never remember if it's a book off or a hard off, but yeah, that'll be open now. So let's go and see if we can get some second-hand video games. Alright, so this looks like the video game section. Got a lot of Pokemon, a lot of toys, here we go. Nintendo Switch. What can we get then? So before I get into rummaging through the games here, it's probably worth me addressing the fact that I don't collect Japanese games and I'm hunting games and toys in Japan. Well, whilst I am a PAL-only collector and I don't really want to start collecting Japanese, there's certain things I would buy, certain special editions. The thing for me is the spine art. I don't like it when you can't read the spine, but some games do have English on the spine. So those are the games I'd be more inclined to buy. Also games that never got a release in other territories, those kind of things. Weird, wonderful things I can read on the spine. There's no real definitive rules to it, but that's kind of where my heart is. And for me, being a video game collector isn't just about collecting video games. As you know, if you watch my channel, I love toys, I love promotional pieces, signage, little old figures, weird things from the 90s. That's the kind of stuff I think I'm hoping I'm going to find in abundance in Japan. So it's not just a case of going and trying to find video games as such. But yeah, as a lover of games, a lover of physical media, it's just amazing to come to a country that celebrates it so much and just to see it all in abundance. So anyway, all that being said, let's see what's on the shelves in my local, because this is like 2 minutes from me. Right, I'm of course going to start in the Switch section. What have we got? Breath of the Wild action. I don't know what this is. This looks unfamiliar to me. Crime Machina. So again, this is the sort of thing with it being written in English on the side. I think 5,000 yen is about £20. So I'm guessing here, but I think 1,000 yen is a fiver. So that would be like £25, basically. Loop 8, it's not one I've heard of. What else we got down here? Mythology of Cube. You always see these, don't you? Derby Stallion. You know me, guys. I'm from Derby. I love a horse. Romancing Saga. Fairy Tale 2. That's Everybody's Golf. Great games. Such fun games. Monopoly, 1-2 Switch. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Look at that. And a nice cardboard case as well. So like I say, Google Translate is very much your friend. I can't use that obviously whilst I'm recording with you guys, but that's amazing artwork, isn't it? That's the kind of thing I'm looking at that could convince me, right? I'm a cardboard fetishist, whatever the language. Don't know what game that is, but yeah, beautiful artwork on that. It Takes Two. Little Nightmares. What else have we got? What is that? What is that? This was like hidden behind all these. Oh, hello. Dragon Quest 11. Look at that. Hang on. So this looks like a bit of me. So it fits the bill, right? Rare cardboard, or at least I assume it is. I've never seen it before. Dragon Quest 11. You can read it on the spine. It looks beautiful. It will look nice on the shelf. Yeah, I might have to grab this. It looked like somebody had hidden it as well, because it was behind all the Xenoblade X's. So yeah, that might be my first video game purchase. Let's see what else they've got. I'm not sure what this is, but it comes with a book. That's interesting. Bit of Vita action. What else have we got in here? Ah, PlayStation 4. What's this? I mean, it just looks so much cooler, doesn't it? I can't lie. For some reason, That sleeve looks cooler with the Japanese writing on it. That's awesome. What else is there on PS4? What's this big box here? Don't know what that is. It looks like it comes with a Blu-ray and a book. All sorts going on. Like a dragon. Look at that. PlayStation hits. Red Spine. Red Spine. Should we start a new subset? Japanese PlayStation hits. Let's have a look at Dark Souls. The Fire Fades edition. Nice. A bit more cardboard here. The Division. It's probably, yeah, Division. Oh, Rainbow Six Siege and the Division. Nice little twin pack that. So I think that's pretty much it for video games. So there's loads of Pokemon cards, loads of figures and stuff. And there's a bit of retro down here, but not a lot. Pokemon. Firewall. Oh, Super Nintendo, yeah. Is that a top loader? It's hard for me to see. Oh, look. I'd have bought that if I didn't already have one. White PS2, beautiful console. 5,400 yen, so it's not bad. That's like 25 quid. Mad, mad. Hold the phone. Forget everything I just said. I only came up here to show you guys like the books and the manga and the interesting culture of everyone like standing around reading it all. On the stairs on the way down, I found a load of retro. So there's like PlayStation, Super Nintendo. Take a look at this. It's a very small section of Xbox 360. Xbox isn't very big in Japan at all. You don't see much of it about at all really. Far Cry 4. And we've got some 3DS, DS, quite a bit of DS, more DS. Look at these, Game Boy Advance. How cool these look. These are awesome, aren't they? Love the boxes on these. And then we've got some Saturn, some Japanese Saturn. Guardian Heroes. Virtua Fighter Kids.
Fight one. Ready, go!
And then we've got Super Famicom. N64. Going on. So this is Famicom here, I think. A little monster. Super Famicom. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these I don't know what they are. Down the World. Breath of Fire 2. Look at that. Look at the price. That is unbelievable. When you think what Breath of Fire costs on SNES, pow, compared to that, that's unbelievable. It's honestly, it's almost tempting. If I wasn't going for a full PAL set, that'd be tempting. Mystic Quest, again, ridiculously cheap. Romancing Saga, 1,000. That's like a fiver, I think. I think it's about 1,000 yen is a fiver. So £5 for a 16-bit RPG. What else is there? Then we've got a load of loose carts. I'm not going to look at them all. Bomberman 5, we didn't get Bomberman 5 in PAL. We only got 3. Bit of Mario action. And then there's some PlayStation 2, Train Simulator. PS1 as well. Good old Resi. Biohazard 2. Oh, look at that. PS3 action, Metal Gear Rising, Need for Speed. We've got some Wii games. Daughter Phantom. Klonoa. Japanese Klonoa. Sitting here for, oh my gosh, 720 yen. It's like £2. I think. If I'm getting this wrong, apologies. I'm very new here. What are these? These look cool. PSP. Big box PSP stuff. Okay, so as I wait here for the green man, because you can't cross in Japan, you have to wait. Yeah, so that worked out to be about £23, I think. Now, normally what happens is if you're not a resident of Japan, you show them your passport, they'll give you a tax deduction. It's either like 10 or 15%. But I don't know if it's different in different shops, but it has to be over 5,000 yen. And that was like, what, 4,300 from memory. So I didn't get the tax deduction. But yeah, for £23, it just ticked all the boxes for me in terms of having a nice memento from the trip, something nice for the shelf, Dragon Quest 11, in a sleeve. I don't know how rare it is in this part of the world, but I've certainly never seen it back at home. And the key to that is I can read the spine art. So yeah, the wind's picking up a bit. So far, it's not rained in the couple of days we've been here, so that's good news. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing this evening or where we're heading, but I think for now, it's been a long day. Bit of a rest up, bit of a pit stop, and then I'll catch up with you guys a bit later on. Good morning. So myself and Theo have just got off the train and we are at Nakano Broadway. So this is like a big mall full of different Mandarakes. It's like the place to come for vintage toys. There's also like video game shops and stuff here. So it's like a mall full of the stuff that we love. There's nothing else left to say. Let's go and see what we can find. Cool. Right, so we're in Nakano Broadway, but we're just hanging back because we're going to actually meet another tuber, someone I've been watching for a long time, Jeremy, aka Tokyo Toy Banzai. He lives in Japan, so he's the guy to go to show us all the secret spots. So yeah, we're just going to wait for him and then we're going to get hunting. Okay, so now linked up with Jeremy, aka Tokyo Toy Banzai. Nice to finally meet you, my friend.
You too, man.
So you're going to show us the best spots?
Yes.
So you're a toy guy predominantly, aren't you?
Yeah, toys.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That video games is my thing.
I like video games, but
yeah.
I'm not very good at them.
Yeah,
so
I'm not very good at them. I'm good at collecting them and hunting them, not playing them.
Nice.
But there's plenty in here, right?
Oh yeah, there's a couple spots with a lot of good games here.
Oh, nice. We should be all right then. Well, I'm starting to think Jeremy undersold it when he said there's a couple of spots with nice games here. Everywhere I look, there's just stalls full of nice games. It's really difficult to do Nakano Broadway justice on camera. The scope, the scale, the craziness of everything around you. Also, it's difficult to film. It's so small, it's so tight. There's a lot of different lights, some of which my camera don't like, but I've done my best to try and share with you guys this unreal, almost out-of-body experience. So Jeremy knows the kind of stuff that I'm after, and he said this place down here is the best place. If I'm gonna find it, this is where I'm gonna find it. This place is crazy and honestly a little overwhelming. Like, there's just so many tight turns and every shop you see is full of toys and games, and you get pulled in and you go in and then before you know it, you're in another rabbit warren and then heading in a different direction of more shops filled with toys and games. I've lost everybody. I don't know where Theo is or Jeremy. I don't know. And if they rang me, I won't be able to tell them. What am I gonna say? I'm by the cool toy shop. There's thousands of them. So yeah, I'm just wandering around and grabbing cool stuff as and when I see it. So I mean, look how tight the aisles are. I feel like I can't even turn around, but there's cool stuff everywhere you look. So if you look here, got these Street Fighter, old like finger puppets. They're very cool. There's some like really cool Mario thing behind me. I'm gonna try and turn around and I'll show you guys. I'm literally on my hands and knees, but it was that I was looking at. See that Universal? I'm guessing it's from like, I don't know, some sort of theme park maybe, like trophy. There's the world of Nintendo. I'm literally on my hands and knees, guys. So I managed to get out of that shop with my back just about intact. Those little cool Street Fighter figures, those old like finger puppets, they're like £40 per bag. I ain't paying that. So yeah, we'll keep hunting. I've bought some nice little Street Fighter minis already, but they're not vintage ones like those. Okay, so I've managed to find everybody. Jeremy was saying everybody gets lost, right?
Yeah, everybody gets lost.
And you do tours here?
I used to do Airbnb tours.
Yeah.
I still do tours for my Patreon members when they come visit or friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always tell them, like, unless you have an entire day to waste, you need a plan when you come in here if you're looking for something specific.
I was just saying to you, it's so easy to get lost. I looked at one thing, then another thing, and then I didn't know where I was. I was just in a whirlwind of toys and...
Too much eye candy.
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. What is that bowl?
That is some kind of soap or shampoo.
Right, okay.
So, like, when you get to, like, the vintage Street Fighter or Nintendo stuff, I don't know a lot about the video game world, but I do know a lot about the Street Fighter and Mario stuff from the early 90s. And they didn't, like, in America, we've got, like, action figures, the UK too, right? You get your action figures and stuff like that. They weren't really making action figures for those kinds of things.
No.
Back then, everything was, like, capsule toys and candy toys.
I think the first Street Fighter figures were Rosaurus. They came out with a line, but yeah, it was after a lot of the smaller gachapon
Yeah, it's
things.
like pretty much everything was all gacha that was sold here. Yeah, that stuff, as you probably realize, it doesn't sit around.
No.
Here's a Korean bootleg Chun-Li.
These are cool. Look at these. These would have been like gachapon. It's got like mini Super Nintendo games. They're so cool. Mini Famicom, mini Super Famicom. And then Game Boy Advance. Pokemon Game Boy. Wow, look at that. Emerald. That is awesome, man. I'll have to have a look at that. Right, Jeremy assures me last time he was here there's something in here that I'm going to want. So I think I've spent a lot of money already, but I'm kind of excited. Oh, I've just seen something else I want. I definitely want. Well, you weren't lying, were you? Oh, wow. This whole...
Oh, we got Diddy and Donkey now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are vintage from
Cheaper as well.
92?
And better condition.
93, whenever the game came out.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that Miss Pac-Man before either.
Do you want a Sonic ring? Just a gold ring. Jesus.
Oh, they've got some sodas. I collect sodas. I'm going for the full line. I haven't got that colour Vega, I don't think.
Wake up, samurai, we've got a city to burn.
Ghost of Tsushima umbrella.
That's still that.
Oh, wow. Look at all these.
This looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Like a Kong.
Oh my god.
Looks like they got an old Kong figure and repackaged it as Tarzan just to sell it.
That's what it looks like.
I want everything in this cabinet.
Yeah.
Look at these. Oh my goodness. I've been stood at these two cabinets for like 20 minutes, pricing everything up. There's so much stuff in here I want. It's absolutely ridiculous. Whew. Might have to go to the ATM. So these guys are over here filming, so I was just standing out of the way. And if you spend too long staring at anything in this place, you'll see something you want. Look at these old Donkey Kong plush. Need some more Donkey Kongs here. This might be the most dangerous place I've ever hunted in my life. Never has one man spent such a big amount of money on such small toys. This place is incredible. I feel like I've ruined hunting for myself in England. I don't think I'm ever going to want to go home. Incredible.
Where are you practicing?
Right, so there's so much about this trip to Tokyo which has just been like destined, like meant to be. And from when I learned that literally 2 days before my visit, the McDonald's was doing a Street Fighter campaign, yeah, I just knew it was destined, meant to be. Let's buy a Street Fighter McDonald's, shall we?
Perfect. But it's nice, isn't it? It's called an energy drink, but it's not got caffeine in it, but it does taste a bit like a dulled down Monster or something, doesn't it?
It's got Ryan and Ken on it, it just makes you feel more alive.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you could take on the world.
Tell you what, it's refreshing though, isn't it? Not bad that at all. It's a good job, we've got 3 of them. Wow, Nakano Broadway. What is there to say about that place? I actually said to Theo, because it'd been a 13-hour day of recording, but we could have spent a month going through that place and you wouldn't see everything. Like, often when I go out in the UK and I say, oh, it's packed from floor to ceiling, wall to wall, I'll never say that again. After seeing what that really looks like, I'm never going to use that expression again. Just a phenomenal place. I'm hoping that we get to go back. The thing about Japan and what you've seen thus far, I've been saying like it's day 3, but it's not. Everything you've seen on today's vlog has been 2 days, because the first day was a travel day, right? So everything we've done has been in the first 48 hours, and it takes you this long, I think, to find your feet, just to get over the jet lag and things like that. So we're now sort of like getting into our stride, but Japan is everything I'd hoped it would be and more. And before I get into what I picked up at Nakano Broadway, I want to give a massive shout out to Jeremy, aka Tokyo Toy Banzai. There couldn't be a better tour guide, I don't think, in the world. He loves toys, he knows this place inside out. He was a tour guide taking people around these areas, and being fluent in both languages and knowing all the spots was just a huge help. And we're actually going to link up with Jeremy again later on in the week, because we're planning on going to a Japanese flea market, which I'm ridiculously excited about. So the equivalent of a car boot in Japan. Who knows what treasures are going to turn up there. So yeah, keep it locked to the channel, of course, if you want to see that. But let's get into what I picked up then at Nakano Broadway. And we're going to start with my only modern purchase. These are from 2021. Everything else I bought is early 90s, if not earlier. I've got something here from 1980. But these are a Street Fighter collaboration with like an art toy company called Grape Brain. And I think they're done in like a yokai style. So the Grape Brain sort of like thing you like, if you like, is the way it does its eyes. So on all sort of like Grape Brain products, it's very interesting the way in which they put the eyes onto the figures. And these are no exception. So I've got all 4 from one of the waves here. So we've got Kami, and as you can see, her eyes are on the gloves. And these are just the perfect size things. This is what I wanted from Japan. Video game stuff that's small, that I can get into my room. No doubt there will be massive purchases. There is actually been a purchase already, which is very big. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's stay on track, right? This is how it is in Japan. Everything's like this, and I think it's affected my brain. So seeing Kami, here's E Honda. Love that. I love the way he's got like his 1,000-hand slap going on. Guile in the classic Sonic boom pose, and arguably my favorite, Dowsim. I love the way he sits on a plinth as if he's like floating, doing his yoga. His eyes are on the back of his head, look, and then he's got the yoga flame at the front. I don't even know which way around I'd display this. So cool, ridiculously cool. I picked those up because they were like £12 for all 4, so for £4 each, I'll take those all day long. I've had a quick look into it, and I think there was another wave. I think the first wave was like Ryu, Blanca, Chun-Li, that kind of thing. So it'd be nice to find the other 4 whilst I'm here in Japan, but just perfect to just pop on my Street Fighter action figure shelf once I get back home. And everything else is old. I'm going to start with the couple of bits that I found in that cabinet that had so much Nintendo stuff. I could have spent a fortune. Like, obviously, these are specialised shops and stalls. This is stuff you never see in the UK, so to some extent, the price is irrelevant. I can't sort of say, oh, there's a comparable between what you'd pay here and what you'd pay in the UK, because you never see this stuff in the UK. But they're not giving it away. It's not like going to a flea market. This has all been stuff that's been specially curated in specialised cabinets. They know what they've got. So if you think to yourself, why didn't I buy that? Why didn't I buy this? Why didn't I buy the other? Because it's Japan, and everywhere you look, there's something cool. There's only so much stuff you can get in your suitcase, and only so much money you can spend. But from that first cabinet, these are now, I think, the oldest toys in my entire collection. So these are from 1980. And this was the first one I saw, and I thought, I'm definitely picking this one up. So this is Miss Pac-Man. So there was a couple of Miss Pac-Man variants there. But the reason that I chose this one, and it says on the back, Coleco, I think it is. This one's actually 1982. Coleco 1982. This one is Coleco 1990. And this is the reason why I bought that one. So look, Pac-Man, and again Coleco, but this one is 1980. This is 7 years older than me. And when I saw them both, I thought they've got to go together, right? It's like husband and wife. I mean, where else are you gonna see that? So cool, so cool. And also in that cabinet is one of them like finger puppet style toys. So there's a lot of these, like, they're probably Gachapon once upon a time. I don't know what the year is on this, but it's the most niche of Mario toys I could have ever expected to find. I had no clue this was ever made into some sort of toy. Look at that. So if you know, you know, right? So what is it, Mario 3, I think? They're like American football dudes that charge at you. Who knew there was a toy of that? So cool. And as I say, these are hollow. These are like what they called finger puppets back in the day. But yeah, this would have been very early 90s. And yeah, I just never would have expected this, of all the things, to have its own toy. Yeah, so good. And like I say, I am hoping to go back to Nakano Broadway. Looking back through the footage, you just think to yourself, why didn't I ask about that? Why didn't I buy that? Why didn't I pick up that? Why didn't I see how much that is? But when you're there, it's like overstimulated everywhere you look. And like I said, it's been a 13-hour day, and you just get to that point where it's like, I can't keep going down these rabbit holes anymore. Right, so then we get to my favourite pickups. I'll save obviously my best till last. But this was in the shop that Jeremy took me to that had some real cool stuff. It had all those like Pokemon stuff. I was very interested in that Pokemon Emerald. That was a fantastic little toy, but it was the best part of £40. And it's one of them things, if I went back, I might pull the trigger, but I just thought it was a little bit expensive comparative to some of the other stuff that was there. So the first things I picked up, and again, not cheap. I think both of these cost me about 30 quid, but because they're old, that's me all over, right? So these are both from 1993, and the first one is Kirby. Now, Kirby is everywhere in Japan, like everywhere. For like a franchise which isn't the most popular, I'd say, in the UK when it comes to Nintendo IPs, in Japan, you see Kirby like almost as much as Mario. And when I saw him alongside this guy, look how cool that is. And again, both of these are from 1993. They're both actually official Nintendo. HAL Laboratory Nintendo, 1993. Both finger puppets. Yeah. I don't have any sort of Kirby goodies in my room. And to find early 90s figures, just felt like the perfect time. And then we get to what was by far my favourite pickup of the day. As soon as I saw this, I just knew I had to buy it. I was hoping it wasn't too expensive. It certainly wasn't cheap. I think it was the best part of, it was somewhere between 30 and 40 pounds from memory. But I mean, you're never going to see another one, are you? And that is Diddy Kong. Look at that. So these are what they called marble toys back in the day. So if you push this bit on the back, the marble flies out. There's no date on this, but I did manage to find some packaging online. And this is very clearly early Donkey Kong country. So what, you're looking at probably, I guess, 1993, based on when these were made, as to when the game got released in Japan. All it says on it is made in Japan and Takara. But like I say, I've seen a few boxed versions of this online, and there is actually a Donkey Kong. And Jeremy was saying last time he went there, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong were both sat there. Why would you buy the Donkey Kong and not the Diddy Kong? I don't know. The Donkey Kong one actually has the marble in his mouth. There are like examples of it on eBay, but you're looking at hundreds of pounds to get it from like Japan. So yeah, I'd love to find the Donkey Kong whilst I'm here, but to be honest, I'm actually really happy to have the Diddy, because Diddy's obviously a character that you see less in toy form. And I just thought that was amazing. This is the kind of stuff I came to Japan for. Like, just so cool. So cool. And I think that's probably a good place to end this vlog. Like I say, this has been just dipping my toes in. This has been the travel vlog. Welcome to Japan. Here I am. This is what I've been talking about for all these weeks and months in terms of like my dream. And it's better than I could have envisaged it. It's unreal, but there's so much more to come. I've got so many things planned whilst I'm here. I've already filmed another video which will be coming on Wednesday, which, I mean, you don't need me to tell you, don't miss it, right? Obviously, don't miss it. It's phenomenal. And we haven't even been to Akihabara yet on this vlog. As I say, I dipped in on the first night, but I'm going there right now. As soon as I finish recording this, I'm going there. And that's because I've got to do something else linked to my first pickup, that bit of a grey item I spoke about. So I will guarantee you that when I start next week's Japan vlog, we'll be starting in Akihabara. So please, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, come on man, hook me up. I'm in Japan. Subscribe, right? Because you don't want to miss what's coming up. And I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing it as much as I'm looking forward to going and living it. But I just want to say massive thank you for everybody that's taken the time to watch, play your games, keep it retro. Make sure you check out Wednesday. See you in a bit. Right. Akihabara. My cases look well compared to yours. Look at that.